Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here where I am, where I live in Kentucky. And I haven't done a podcast in a while, so I thought I would go ahead and do one right now and give an update on my life. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a podcast. So here I am. It's summer and it's hot again, like last summer. And Ella is actually currently in summer camp. It's like a church camp. It's a Christian camp. It's a camp that my father-in-law went to. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. It's a camp that my father-in-law always took his kids to. Ella's grandpa. So they're trying to continue the tradition and also take my kids also there, which my two older ones, Brianna and AJ, love the camp. And now Ella gets to experience it. I used to go summer camp too also when I was younger, mostly about around 12 to about 19 or something like that, or 18. And I used to love it. So I don't know about you all. Have you all ever went to summer camp? And if you did, comment in the comments below that you went to summer camp and if you liked it. I know I loved it. So it was something I looked forward to every year or every summer. I couldn't wait to go to summer camp. It's just a chance to be able to get out and do something different. And so I know that Ella is probably having a blast right now. So, I pray she doesn't accidentally hurt herself. One time she broke her wrist from playing on the monkey bars, and she fell and broke her wrist. So I'm just praying, keeping my fingers crossed that she's okay while she's at summer camp and she's not doing anything too dangerous. Well, anyways, I'm sure she's having fun though, and she's in God's hands. And but anyways, summer camp was something I always looked forward to. So again, like I said, comment in the comments below if you ever went to summer camp, and I hope you did because going to summer camp it can be a blast, especially if you got a buddy going with you or like a friend or a best friend. So also, let's see more updates on my life. You probably remember that at my old house that I moved from, I had an office in my basement. It was a pretty decent office. It was fairly large, and I got really organized in it and comfy in it. And then we moved. And when we moved, oh my gosh, I stuck my office in this little tiny corner at my new house in the living room. So here I've been trying to work out of my living room in this little tiny corner, So as you can imagine, if you're in a tiny corner, you can only get organized so much. There's only so much I could do with being organized with all my paperwork and just anything like that for that matter, or my notes that I take. And so, being in this little squishy corner. Well, long story, my husband ended up getting one of those really awesome sheds that technically is almost not a shed. If you know what I mean. Like, they're so nice. They're technically not a shed. They're almost like a tiny house. And so we converted it into an office, and it's got air conditioning. It's more than a shed because it's got air conditioning in it, and it's just really plush and really nice. Don't get me wrong, you can still use it for like storage reasons, or like you can use it as a shed, but it can also be used as an office, or it can also be used as like an art studio. Some people use them as art studios for that reason, or some women use them as like a crafting room to do arts and crafts, especially if they make stuff to sell, on the internet. There's so many reasons you can use these sheds, but we converted it into a really nice office. So my husband has his desk in one area, and my desk is in another area of the shed. It's a really big one. So we were able to have two decent sized desk areas in this shed. And that just shows you how large this is. And it's got really nice windows. It's got like 3 big windows in this shed. I actually call it a Shoffice because that means for shed and office, so I call it a Shoffice. And so I've been really enjoying this. Okay, so I'm like, finally, I got an area that is much larger that I can finally organize all my notes and all my papers, and I just feel like I'm more sprawled out and I can do more in this area, I'm not in this little squishy corner. So, again, that's been really nice. It's just been fun and exciting, and I get to decorate my little area. So, my spot in the office. So I've been into decorating and getting it all ready and organized, and so that's what I've been up to lately. But so it is really funny because I've been thinking about how you could almost live in this thing, if you wanted to. Sometimes I don't think I could live in it. I don't think I could do it all the time, but maybe sometimes. So just for fun. But these things are so nice. Have you ever seen these sheds that are? And some people sometimes call them she sheds. For women who have their just a place to relax or do their arts and crafts or their artwork. So sometimes they're called she sheds, but they're really nice. And so that's what I have. You can call it a she shed, but it's actually an office. So I call it a Shoffice, a shed / office. A Shoffice, yeah. Well, anyways, that's what I told my husband the other day. It's a Shoffice. He kind of laughed. It's kind of funny. But that's what I've been up to lately, getting this Shoffice ready. And it's slowly getting there. I still got more things to do, like I said, as far as organizing goes. But like tonight, I plan on like working on my blog in there. Yesterday, I worked in there. So I'm finally getting to the stages where I can finally just sit at my desk and work in there because it's been taking a lot to get it ready. So, yeah. So Ella's at camp. I am working on my desk area in the office, in the new office. And I still got my 3 cats, Tom, Clara, and Reese. And so let's see, what other things can I update you on? Yeah, I'm still living in the small yellow house. I still got my blue Honda Acura. And I still work on my food blog when I can. And I still love trying new recipes, and I still love cooking. And lately I've been getting into watching Duck Dynasty, the show Duck Dynasty. Most people have seen that, but I used to watch it a long time ago, like a lot, and then I got into it again a couple years ago, and it's so funny because I'm getting into it again lately, right now in this season, and so it's probably like my 3rd time watching it all over again. So this will be like my 3rd time if I do go through all of them again. I don't know if I'll go through all the seasons because I think there's like 8 or 9 or something, but maybe I'll at least go through like half of them. But so sometimes I love watching Duck Dynasty. They crack me up. So especially Uncle Si. Anyways, so that's what I've been doing lately. Also watching some Duck Dynasty. And the one where they get into treasure hunting too, that's a new one. That's a whole new series where they also it's like a whole different show where they're also showing themselves with those metal detectors, and they're hunting for treasure. So I'm getting ready to watch that because I just bought those seasons to watch, those episodes. So the old ones and the new ones. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm watching the old Duck Dynasty, and now I'm getting into something new that they're doing with treasure hunting. So I'm watching the old and the new. And anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now also. But that's it for now because I'm getting hungry and I think I'm going to go somewhere to get a snack. And but I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.